Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Rome 2 Rise of the Republic DLC campaign as Carthage. This is episode 6. In today's episode, we're going to be fighting the Numidian Horse Lords. Massalia has finally invaded North Africa. We've heard tales and stories of their exploits, and we've been waiting for them to show up in North Africa for 6 episodes now. Probably 60-70 turns into the campaign. I'm only like a couple turns ahead from the last episode where we knocked out Sardinia, of course. We're currently taking replenishments here in the north. But regardless, we're going to have a battle in today's episode against the Numidians, or Massalii. So guys, if you still are enjoying this series and would like to see more, the best way to ensure more content is to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the series thus far. Feel free to leave a dislike if you're not enjoying it, of course, and would prefer to see another strategy game Let's Played on the channel instead. We're currently mustering at Sardinia to try and march upon Rome. We currently have, for the time being, the entirety of North Africa under our control. They've rocked up with a full stack. We've got Meda here, who has been training in the arts of Massalians in Carthage. He's got a small army here of 2 units of Carthaginian cavalry, some sword militia. Actually, we can get some mercenaries. We can get 1 unit of slingers, or we can get some hoplites. What's in the garrison? Peltasts and archers. No, that's fine. We can get a unit of proper hoplites. We've got a full navy coming across as well. They're 1 turn out. So we've got the entirety of North Africa available. We've got Sicily under our control as well. Cirillo's down here. We're slowly converting. We've just recently recruited another army here to defend Sardinia when we leave. This army here with Hemilco, Nemset and Halcon are going to be marching to Rome soon. Rome currently has Latium now, so they've got a rather large kingdom there. We're going to make them pay. We're probably going to disembark in Ostia, go straight up through the guts, hit Rome, and then carve a nice sort of big part between. We probably can defend these 2 territories quite easily. Once we've done with that, we will assess the campaign. Whether or not to do more episodes or not, let me know. We were going to push against Illyria here in the north. We've got trade rights with them. But they're Etruscans, and there's a massive Etruscan alliance going on, so you got to give that to them. Most of Tuscany and that part of Italy is under their control. But regardless, not really much else we can do. We're sort of waiting for the Numidians to attack and press us. We are on forced march at the moment, so we will be winded. So that's something to account. However, I kind of felt like I needed to rush out to that settlement rather than sit up in Carthage. And we have been attacked here now anyway. Fantastic. So, the Numidians come with Sheb Itku, I think that's how you say his name. 1 unit of his skirmish cavalry, mostly made up of Numidian spearmen, 3, 6, 9. The rest is made up of Numidian javelinmen, 3, 6, 8. And then 1 unit of archers. We've, of course, got our 4 sword militia here, 2 units of Carthaginian cavalry, 1 mercenary Carthaginian hoplites. The garrison has 4 units of Sacred Band and 4 peltast, and we have a naval unit there reinforcing as well. We are favoured to win this one, but it will be a close one as they do have skirmisher supremacy. So, let's fight this one here today upon the battlefield. We're defending Utak, I think that's how you say it, the Battle of Tic-tac. Tic-tac! Regardless, the desert snakes. Okay, guys, welcome to the battlefield. The Battle of Utica, or Utica, however you say it. But here are the Massalii charging in. This will be the first time we've seen them in the campaign. I can't remember if we faced them as Syracuse. I don't think we ever did. But here are the Numidians in Total War Rome 2 Rise of the Republic. The Horse Lords here. Their units are called Numidians, however they're called Massalii, so it's kind of interchangeable, I think. Pretty large force coming from the desert to try and claim some coastal territory. Okay, let's see what we're working with. Okay, so we need to block off as many of these paths as possible, and we do have our own reinforcements here. So, let's use the garrison forces first, because they're not going to be winded rather, compared to everyone else. So let's see what we're working with. So Sacred Band can go through here and go. I was going to say Hoplite Wall, but that's not going to work, is it? We're just going to have to stretch it out as far, then go Hoplite Wall. It's still clustering in like that. I just don't want them to get flanked. That's my concern. Like, plugging this hole here is probably bang on perfect. Yeah, because they're really not getting past these palm trees by the look of it. No, so, like, that's perfect there. These guys are going to hold up quite well. Okay, so then we're going to have to intertwine with, like, 2 here. And then we'll chuck one of you into a formation. We've got a couple more positions here. And then here. We've got a fair few left. It's just a bit of a pain, isn't it? So, bringing further back here is probably our best bet. Holding like that, they still can get past here, which isn't good. So we just need to slowly, but surely, figure out what's what. So they're out of there, that's fine. You can go here, say. That's what we want. Okay, then we need one here, I think. So who's left here? 2 units. Probably like that. It's this Hoplite Wall which isn't doing well. This is quite a large place to defend, so we might hold out of it. But we do want to try and bait some people in as well. Move my general here. Go with Hoplite, just in case we start copying arrow fire. And we've got 2 more slots left with our swordsman. So this is defended here, the front. This quite well. And then we've got our rear that we kind of need to defend. So I could keep these guys in reserve here. If they do get flanked, we can swing back around to this beachhead. And we've got these guys quite ready to disembark quite quickly. Okay, so we have 4 units of peltasts left and 2 cavalry. So let's throw a unit of peltasts behind every single one of my lads. But I reckon there's going to be a big charge here, so I might actually throw one more of you guys here. Just to give us a bit of security, like that. Maybe lopside just a little bit to the right, as we were a little bit exposed there. So a bit more like that. Perfect. Good. If we can set this up properly, we're going to be laughing. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. Cavalry, what are we best to do? They have their own skirmish cav, I believe, and their general unit. So what I want to do is try and move them out to like here. If they swing around and engage us through here, we can probably do some counter attack. So we're going to be starting from the left here. Here is our front line of Sacred Band and normal hoplites. Peltasts in the rear, keen and raring to go. Through the center here as well if they decide to push. For Bel Hamun, all hail his name. Sword militia here as well. And then of course we've got our reinforcing naval units. So let's try and get these puppies to disembark as quickly as possible. And let's see what the Numidians do here today. They're charging out against us, of course. So it does look like they might come head on towards us. They do have skirmisher supremacy, so that's definitely something we have to worry about and keep an eye on. We've got peltasts, so they're going to be able to do a pretty good job regardless. We've got flaming shop, which we're not going to use. So my skirmishers are coming in. So let's send a unit further up here to interlock and change. I'm going to follow you closer to my general just in case we need to move about. So it does look like the Numidians on the right-hand side, they look like they're going to try and charge me. Fools. Coming down to the last 100 yards. Destroying my crops. And it's going to be a quick skirmish here. Shield wall, nice and high, lads. Try and take as much of it as you can. It does look like they're going to charge straight up. It's going to enable my peltasts to get some sort of volleys off. Nothing really too much is happening, just trading here at the moment. Okay, the larger force is coming to my left-hand side. Okay, let's try and swing you guys this way then. And we've got some of our own reinforcements here. So, let's naturally probably move them up to the general and try and plug positions where we can. So go here, say. And you can go here. If we can somehow... Oh, the enemy general's dead. Oh my god, I'm Mystic Meg or whatever. What is it? Mystic Meg. Yeah, that's it. We got him. Why would you charge into that? Riddle them! That poor horse has like 4 javelins in it. Mystic Meg, that's it. I'm fucking Mystic Meg. That's what Conor McGregor said. When he fucked up. Was it Jose Aldo? I think it was, or something like that. I think that was the one punch fight where he knocked him the fuck out. As much as I like Conor McGregor, I won a lot of money on that Khabib Nurmagomedov fight, not gonna lie. Oh, they're really peppering me. Betting on Khabib, of course. Go check out my social media. I post like bets and stuff. Have fun with. Whoa, okay. So this is absolutely getting trashed here. 300 or so. We want to wait for them to sort of lock in, and then we'll try and rotate where we can. So a bit of skirmish here. They're actually heading me head on here. There's nothing really much we can do. Just try and fire into this as best you can. Hold, men. There's not much you can do. We got to win this. Because if we don't, there's not going to be any reinforcements coming anytime soon. Yeah, try and hit those guys there. Okay, so we have been flanked here by a bit, but it's fine. I'm going to charge in my cavalry as they're turning behind me. Okay, they're not getting hit here, which is good. I want to try and hit this, but I don't want to go too far forward. We're about to get a super nice cavalry charge here, as they are wavering. They're going to turn at the last minute, but they're wavering way too much to actually put up a serious halt, and that should get them now. Then charge, men, for Carthage, and they've completely and utterly been wiped out. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So these guys are actually getting some nice shots here, which is perfect. They're not starting to engage them, but we are skirmishing back and forth with their peltasts. So let's fall these guys higher up, and let's try and have a crack at theirs, and try and throw on into this. Okay, so what's sitting back here out of curiosity? Just a unit of spearmen, okay. Well, these guys are doing quite well here. Try and fall up where you can. Peltasts, you're out of ammunition now, so try and cluster with these guys. The closer we can get to proximity of... The closer the proximity we can get to them, the better. We can put casualties back on them. So, what's going on over here? So, they've actually made a nice defensive wall. I'm just trying to think if we should just get stuck into combat here. I think we should. Let's try and charge them out and try and get these guys around. Because, what is the trick? Sometimes you are better off, if they do have skirmisher supremacy, to get into combat as quickly as possible. So I think we should do that, and try and flank a lot of our boys around. So let's try and do that. It doesn't even really matter what happens to our general. We probably should have him actively fighting rather than sitting back. Okay, so they're actually buckling here, which is fantastic. And we're just going to try and hold. We're not going to try and press this side. However, we will on this. So try and pressurize this as best we can. Try and hit the cluster and focus on one unit. Because once we can cause a trickle, we can cause a flood, hopefully. And with my skirmishers here, I'll just try and focus on these guys around the back. Okay, cavalry. What I want you to do now is focus on some of these. Where are the men wavering? Down here. Or maybe just charge them. Maybe just charge everyone through there. What we really need to do is get stuck into this. Like, swing you around the back, you go down into this, you charge in here, and then continue to fire into that. Oh, come on, swordsman. Don't be sitting back like that. Okay, how's this doing down here? We're actually buckling big time. Maybe swinging a unit of cavalry way further down here might be a good idea. But there's that lurking spearman back there, which I'm not liking whatsoever. Try and come down here, lads, and try and help out. Swing around the back there. Try and get as much of these guys in as possible. Yeah, come around the back and try and save them. It's actually quite close here. There's not much we can really do. I think we've got him here now, though. Oh, come on. You're going to get him. There we go. Cut them to pieces. The battle is turning in our favour, supposedly. I don't know how well these guys are actually in combat mode. Probably not that good, as you can see. I just want to get a good charge if we can. Good. They're practically gone here. Except for cavalry. Let's get a charge. Oh, we're sitting by a bit here. We'll hit these guys then if you want to go for that. Got a hard on for this. Oh no! We copped a side volley there, which is quite devastating. Our general's under attack. That's fine. We're going to be able to swing everyone down here now anyway. So my cavalry's been smashed. To be fair, you got to give it to these guys. These Carthaginians are on forced march as well. So even some of these swords on this side are outperforming quite well. Okay, cool. Let's try and swing. Swing, swing like your parents in the 60s. Right, good. We're routing them now. Good, that's it. She's all over. Continue. Let's try and run down these scumbags as best we can. Carve them! Carve them up, man! This guy's about to get fucked. He's just got... There he is. No, he's still going. There he is. Foolish Numidians. You got to give them to her, though. Trying to carve out a homeland. Just run him over. Quite admirable. Wow, look at this. There's so many in that cluster. My Peltest is going to be able to run some of them down, but it's this we really want to go for. But victory, we have victory. We've knocked out the Numidians. I've been waiting for this fight for ages. We were automatically at war with them, as they were an invading tribe. There are a lot of these invading features in Rise of the Republic. Mostly happen in the northern Cisalpine region of Gaul. But they can happen here from time to time. That's that 60 unit there that wasn't shattered. It just was like bugging out or didn't want to come in for some reason. There was 60 in that unit, and now we're going to completely decimate the entirety of it. We even got a level up there from smashing a whole unit. How crazy is that? Enemy units have been discovered. Oh, our units have been discovered, rather. I was going to say, what? How is that possible? They're fully routed. No, let's end it there. We've got them. Close victory, supposedly. Okay. We deployed 2,560. Oh, we were slightly outnumbered there. We lost 698. They deployed 2,720 and lost 2,200 upon the battle map. Their skirmishers did most of the work, but we've now finished them off now. We lost a unit of our cavalry, that's fine, but let's kill the captives. I don't know where they've fled to, further back into the deeps from whence they came. Faction destroyed Massalia. Nah, they had nowhere to go. They were defeated. Awesome. Excellent stuff. Okay, cool. Was there anything else on the top of this turn? Faction destroyed. Just some recruitment reports. Okay, we've got a bit of money we can spend our cash as well. Let's get another unit of these hoplites. Let's get rid of those pikemen now. This army can head back to the other side of North Africa. Perfect. Okay, let's push north. We might have to do some council actions as well. 26%. We're going to have to gather a support on our party. We can't do any other action. Barik is their leader. He's even, he's here now, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, how far away is our replenishment off? Go into a forced march here. We can upgrade some of these boys. Okay, so it's going to take 3 turns. It's going to take 3 turns until they're fully replenished. They're going to have to take a while as well. So at the moment, we're trying to soak up the turns in Sardinia so that we can march straight out to Rome as quickly as possible. Let's make a coin maker in Carthage. And we've got a little bit of money here and there. I've got enough sort of defensive armies, I think, to defend my provinces. If there was to be a civil war, Sardinia, Carthage would be okay, but it looks like Sicily would be split. We can't seem to get any more alliances, I don't think. Etruscans quite big here. Samnites, Greeks fighting it out. Rome is continuing to expand still. So if I was to march all the way to Rome, now how many turns it would take? Wow, that just shows you like how far the gulf is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on standard. It's probably 4 with the forced march. So it's going to take me maybe 8, 10 turns before I can disembark here in Ostia. The Romans only have Latin tribesmen and Latin spearmen. I hope not. When we start fighting them, I hope they have some sort of proper swordsman. Marian reforms or any sort of proper Roman units are pretty far away. I don't think you can even get Marian reforms in this mod. Out of my own curiosity. Okay, upgrading my champions here. They give us some really nice buffs. A lot of them. Okay, cool. Let's chuck a turn. And we'll see if anything sort of happens on the campaign map. We could try and sue for some more diplomacy. Try and forge some more alliances, rather. Just to secure myself, as Neapolis looks like it's just been wiped out. Yeah, they have. Damn you, Neapolis, you're one of my allies. Creton. Military, no. Oh, Illyria actually don't mind me, which is good. They accepted the non-aggressional pact. And we're getting some good favours. Perfect. Because the Etruscans are the arch-old enemies of Rome. So let's try and get some alliance here. I'll pay 1,000 for that. I nearly pay 1,500 because they have a diplomacy with Taurus. Yeah, perfect. Defensive alliance. Now, will that allow us to get one with Taurus? I think Taurus kind of hate us though. That's the thing. We've got a non-aggression with them. I wonder if we offer them like 2,000 as a gift. Oh wow. They really don't like me. They're super not interested. However, they seem to be at war with Samnite tribes. The Latin culture. Yeah, so they definitely don't want defensive. No. What about you guys? Just even some sort of relations just to get us off and running. Rome. Rome hates us. Cultural aversion, 95. Expansionist. It's just what the expansionist does. Some people like it, some people don't. I personally don't. The expansionist just makes you, when you're a big power, like you can't do diplomacy with anyone. Though there's no reason, if that was off, we should have pretty good relations with them. Maybe I need to use an anti-expansionist mod or something, or disable it. Because it really does make it not fun. You should be able to dive into diplomacy, you know? Okay, let's try and spend some of our money back here, where we can. Okay, so how far are we away now? Just a little bit longer. But, yeah, we're probably going to have to sink, what? 10, 13 turns before we can hit Rome. So what I'm going to do, guys, unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. But that's what I'm going to do off camera. Nothing really too much. Try and soak up these turns, avoid a civil war. If any other marauding tribes come in, I'll let you know. It'll be fun if they do. But that's it. We fought the Numidians. I really wanted to do that in this series at some point. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you would like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box. These days, to get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. If you guys would like to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below. Maybe you can pick up a strategy game you haven't picked up just yet. Maybe Hearts of Iron, maybe Crusader Kings 2, maybe a Total War. Check out my G2A affiliation link in the description below for cheap and reliable games. I do recommend going and checking out the prices even. There's some really good prices on there. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Really close cinematic shots here, pushing through the bridge. Oh, look at... That was probably the shot of the video there.